Okay, so my next question is, what was your experience actually attending a trade school? You're a licensed barber. What is that experience like being a barber? You could talk about that a little bit.
Right. So, yeah, so that's the funny thing about having those conversations about trade school versus college. I attended college and I also attended trade school. I am a licensed barber, um, and that experience was dope. It was really cool getting my license for barbering. Sorry about that, but yeah, it was really cool getting my license for barbering. It was actually one of the best decisions I ever made. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. I'm a people person, so I tried to go the customer service and type on the computer route. And for me personally, it was I was miserable trying to do stuff like that. Like when I'm not around people, I'm not me. I'm not living. I'm not free. So being a barber put me in a position to always be around people when I'm at work, and it gave me a freedom, which is another thing that's part of my happiness. It gave me a freedom to move around and be fluid with my schedule, which works great for my personal life and for continuing to do humble beginnings. And one of the greatest things about barbering is the feeling you get when you cut a person's hair, like when you see them get up and feel more confident, and you know that you kind of help put that together. So that's a great thing. And then also a great thing is I deal with people from all walks of life. So I'm dealing with little toddlers who are getting their first haircut. I'm dealing with people who may have just gotten out of prison, who may have did 5, 10, 15 plus years. I'm dealing with people who going on job interviews. It might be their first job interview, or it might be a situation where they're trying to get a promotion. They come get a haircut. When a person is getting married, they come get a haircut. I'm dealing with CEOs that come to our shop who are over companies, and some are owners of companies that are worth millions of dollars. So you get people from all walks of life and all positions of life. They come to you when they lost a loved one. They come to you when they have their first kid. Like you're so much a part of people's life, and that, just to be a part of that feeling that's a blessing. That's a huge blessing for me. So I'm absolutely an advocate for trade schools because what is our life if we don't have tradesmen? You know what I mean? Like how difficult would our life be if we weren't able to call an electrician or a plumber or a barber or whatever.
Okay. Now the next thing I wanted to talk about was the Christmas drive. This past Christmas, we was able, despite COVID, we was able to
Mhm.
give back. Give to a lot of people who may have been
Yeah.
less fortunate, who may not have been able to experience Christmas this year. And also, I want to ask you, are you doing that again? And if the viewers want to participate or donate or be a part of it, what can they do?
Yes. Absolutely, I'm doing it again. Last year was my first year doing that. And so yeah, that idea came off of what we spoke about earlier, just living off of childhood experiences. And I know my most memorable gift as a kid was my bike. You know what I mean? Like ain't nothing like that first bike when you wake up in the morning, you see your bike and you like, oh, like it's freedom. Like you feel like you just got your first car or something. You know what I mean? Like ain't nothing like getting that. And so uh being that COVID was going on, the pandemic was going on, we Humble Beginnings as a program got hit pretty bad with the pandemic. Reason being, and I know I didn't speak on this earlier, our program is set up in a way to where we partner with schools. That most of our partnerships are done with in Tennessee anyway, or through Nashville public schools. And so what happens is we send mentors into these schools and we talk with these kids every week. Like we have a group of kids that they point out that they think could benefit from this program for various reasons. And we talk with these kids every week. Well, when the pandemic happened, first school was, nobody was at the school. Everything was virtual. Then a little later on, they let the students come back. but they weren't letting, you know, everybody just walk through the building, which is understandable, because the virus was still a bit of an unknown, and you don't know what people personal hygiene habits and things of that nature are like. So in turn, we were kind of, all programs like mine were kind of put on the back shelf. There were some students I was able to keep in touch with, where I had their cell phone numbers and whatnot. Those were mostly our high school students, but we deal with middle school students too. And, you know, unfortunately, because of the world we live in, adults just reaching out to middle schoolers on the cell phone frequently is just not always the healthiest thing to do. So we had to kind of take a step back from them, in that regard. And so in the midst of all of that, I know I kind of got sidetracked, but in the midst of all of that, we came up with the idea of, hey, these kids are stuck in the house. They're miserable. I know they're miserable because I'm miserable. I'm 40 and I'm miserable being stuck in the house. So I can't imagine being 12, 16, you know, years old stuck in the house. How can we help them get out the house without putting them in a position of having to come in close contact with other people? And so we was like, oh, what about bikes? And so we got donations from a lot of friends and family members. And thank you to everybody that donated. We got donations from a lot of friends and family members, and we went out and bought bikes. We went out and bought skateboards. We went out and bought scooters, the little kick push scooters, and we were able to give all of that stuff away. Partnering with Maplewood High School, big shout out to them in Nashville, Tennessee. And we were able to give all of that stuff away right in front of Maplewood High School. And like you say, you were a part of that. Some family members were a part of that. My mom came down there. That was huge for me, to come from a situation where some Christmases we was a little short. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, my mom is helping me put a smile on another mom's face who's dealing with that pressure of trying to buy her kid a gift. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, we're definitely doing it again. If anybody wants to be a part of it, whether they're talking about donating or coming down and helping us pass the bikes out, we're definitely doing it again. We're starting actually taking up donations. We're starting the actual drive next month, the 1st of September. But if anybody wants to donate to the program now, or specifically to the bike drive, you can go on our website and you can donate there. And if you want it to be specifically towards the bike drive, or we call it the mobile motivation getaway, and it's to motivate these kids to stay mobile, to stay active, to stay healthy. If you want the money to go directly to that, you can go on our website. You can there's a donate button on there. You can click on that, and there's a space for you to type in where it goes or what you want it to go towards. That'll be great. Also, if you know anybody, if you're in line with anybody at these stores, we'll be reaching out to the Walmarts and the Targets and all of these stores soon that sell bikes in our community, and we'll be seeing if we can partner with some of those people. So if you know some people, some stores, some bike shops, some skateboard shops that we can partner with, please have them contact us, or you can contact us and give us their information, and we'll reach out to them. Whatever you all are more comfortable with. But the bike drive or the mobile motivation giveaway will be done in December. We usually do it like a week before Christmas. And we'll be collecting money from that from September, October, November, all the way up until we give the bikes out.
Okay, cool. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up. So I got one last